Shaka Hislop is joining me. Shaka, Arsenal had quite the game against Bournemouth earlier this week. Not one that we expected, and while many people would have applauded them for their fight back to be able to come back from 3 goals down to get a point, not many people were impressed, especially one person on the pitch, and that is Alexis Sanchez. We saw his work rate, that was applauded, but he seemed so frustrated, so much so that now he's being linked with other clubs. Arsene Wenger came out and said, look, relax, because what is surprising there? You want to win the games, and when you don't win, you're unhappy. It is normal. Without passion, you don't come back in the Premier League. Do you believe what Wenger is saying, or do you think Sanchez is getting a little frustrated with what is going on at Arsenal?
I think he's frustrated with how the day went, more so than how things are going at Arsenal overall. Now, Alexis Sanchez, as we know, is in the midst of contract negotiations with Arsenal for a big money extension. Maybe that's playing on his mind. But at the same time, I kind of share in Alexis Sanchez's frustrations. You're 3-0 down to Bournemouth in a very tight title race. Not just tight title race, but tight race just for top four football, which will bring Champions League football, which, let's be honest, if you do want to keep the likes of Alexis Sanchez and pay the kind of money that he's going to be commanding, you need to have Champions League football as a bit of a carrot. Now, and at the same time, you look at how this game goes, and I thought Arsenal were awful in going 3 down at Bournemouth. And I think there were reasons for that. Some of those reasons fall quite squarely on Arsene Wenger's doorstep. You get 3 back. Giroud scores a 3rd, and the team go off to celebrate. You have Bournemouth on the ropes. And as much as I appreciate it's just into injury time, fast running out injury time, you have Bournemouth on the ropes. And get the ball down, try to get it started, try to get something, and at least give it a go in that regard. But it seemed that that more of the team were interested in celebrating the point than they weren't getting 2 more. And that, I think, kind of lent to Alexis Sanchez's frustration spilling out as they did and when they did.
If Arsenal endure another trophy-less season and perhaps just settle for another top 4 finish, do you see Alexis Sanchez hanging on much longer there?
I see Alexis Sanchez staying because I think he's settled there. He, you know what you're getting from him. He knows what he's getting from the club. And in all honesty, potentially, Arsenal are better than just kind of finishing top 4 and then fading in the Champions League. Now, you need a lot of investment, and I'm sure Alexis Sanchez will be asking for some kind of guarantees from Arsenal that they continue to compete. But right now, I think it's easier and probably more sensible for Alexis Sanchez to stay where he is. So right now, I don't predict him moving.
All right, thank you so much, Shaka Hislop. For more on Alexis Sanchez and the Gunners, you know where to keep it here at ESPNFC.com.